Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, as you know, my YouTube channel has grown to over 1,000 subscribers, which opens up possibilities, and I noticed it right away. I've been approached by Amazon sellers to test stuff. The first thing that I'll ever test for anyone, it's this. Waterproof bag. It looks like that. It's meant for your cell phone. I wrote them back. I said, well, I cannot really test anything for you guys right now because I live in Canada and everything around here is frozen. Mind you, the river is starting to thaw and there's water, but you know, realistically, what can I do with a phone pouch like this? They said, oh, don't worry about it. We got lots of time. But then I saw what they include here for instructions. And you're not supposed to use this before you test it anyway. So we can do this test right now. It says warm tips. Test the phone bag before use. It's actually really hard to read because it's white on baby blue. Place a tissue inside the phone bag and soak it in water for half an hour. In water for half an hour? I think we could do better than that. I'm gonna grab a bucket. And outside it's snowing today, so we're going to put this in the bucket full of water and put it out in the snow with the tissue inside. What do you think? Would that be a good test? And by the way, I'm not getting paid anything for this. All I got is this for free for testing it. So I thought it's kind of fun, so why not do it? So this is my tissue. Is that going to do the trick? I think so. You would see if water got through the pouch. So let's put that inside there. I want to make sure it's all the way in. And now this has a complicated, or not really complicated, but it's got a kind of latch mechanism. Yeah, I'd be concerned about the durability of this. Like, it seems like it would be easily breakable. But yeah, the tissue is in here, and I got the bucket of water just behind me, just a sec. There, can you see that? I got everything set up on the table, so it might shake a little bit here. And put that in there, and of course, it's supposed to float. This is what it looks like right now. I think I'm gonna have to put some rocks or something in there when I put it outside. Let's go do it. So look what I did. I got a little weight. That's an old wheel from some kind of buggy. The pouch is hanging on it, and now we're going to put it in the bucket. Beautiful Edmonton, Alberta. Oh. Yeah, let me show you. See, this is where we're going to leave this bag. And if you're wondering, yeah, the only place the water could possibly get in this, the opening that's at the bottom right now. So if there's anything wrong with this bag, it'll show up. So what do you think of my test? I still have to dream up more things that I can do with this before the weather gets really good. We'll see. All right, thanks for watching so far. Stay tuned though. Yeah, and let me know what you think. I mean, I'm going to probably get approached more often now to do some product reviews. It's different from my usual content, but I think it's also an opportunity to come up with creative ideas on how to test all this stuff. Like, I'm kind of excited about it. There's more stuff on the way, so yeah, just a new feature on my channel. There you go. All right, I'm going back to my bucket. It is now Sunday afternoon. I don't even know what time, but it's a lot later than it was earlier. And look at that. Yeah, everything is still intact. Well, it's gotten a lot colder since I put it in there. From what I can see, the tissue should be fine. I'm going to go inside the house, and well, I kind of want to make sure that I dry this off a little bit on the outside too before I go in there, but from what I can see, I mean, what's it look like? Well, let's go find out. going to dry it off a bit so that whatever water is on the outside won't get in there and then mess up my test. But I can see something there that doesn't look very good. Dry this off too. Now it's time to open this. There. This is wet. It's not much. Well, it's failed the test. But to be fair, I have to say that in the instructions it said you're supposed to put it in, soak it in water for about half an hour, and it didn't mention anything about putting it outside where the temperature is colder and stuff. So what I just did, I think it was a little bit tougher as a test than what they were thinking of. You know, I value my cell phone. I'm recording on it right now. I mean, this is something I use all day, every day. Do I want to put it in that pouch and then bounce around with it in the pool? You be the judge. Leave me a comment. I mean, if you're just going to do this for a short while, it's probably okay. But yeah, it says on there somewhere that you can go 30 meters down into the water or something like that. Well, no. See what I got here? It's just a regular cheap store brand Ziploc bag. And I'm putting my tissue in here. Seal it. See, and I made a hole right there. You probably guessed it by now. I'm going to do the same test with this Ziploc bag, and then we'll know if this special pouch here is any better. I don't know. I don't want to make a prediction. I want to go outside and set this up. Yeah, now we're getting toward the later part of the afternoon. Okay, I don't know how long I'm gonna leave this in there. I should have timed the other one. I never did. Anyways, let's put in the bucket. The good sign is, see the air in the Ziploc bag? It's caught in here. There's no bubbles down by the seal. I don't know, it might actually be just as good as the super duper pouch there that I got. We'll find out. I'll come back here in an hour or two and then dig this back out. It's nighttime. Let's go get the bucket with the Ziploc bag in it. Okay, well, let's see. Everything is still in there the way it was. Now I'm gonna have to take this out and put it on my towel. Well, I think we'll have to open it. So once again, I have to dry this enough so that we don't run the chance of getting the water in there from towel or, you know, from the outside of the bag. There's still air in the bag. That is a good sign. The big moment. Oh. There's definitely a corner that got wet. The result is the same. So I really don't know what to do. Today, I'm a man with a plan. And a man with a plan is very powerful. I might be a man with a bad plan, but I'm still a man with a plan. I want to test that pouch. The river is the best place. It's real water, naturally occurring water. This is where I'm at. Yeah, the beautiful North Saskatchewan River. Well, the objective is to test this phone pouch, this clear phone pouch. It didn't do a whole lot of better than the Ziploc bag, but you know, I still think I have to give it a second chance. but the test has to be tough, because otherwise, you know, what would be the point in buying it if it's really not that great? So I've come here to the bridge with that thing, and we're gonna put a phone in there, and then I got some twine, and I was gonna bring a special counterweight. Forgot that at home, but I got my bike lock to make it go down in the water, and then, well, we'll see what happens. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, now here's what we're gonna do. This is my old phone. I had this until last year, but when I got my drone, this didn't quite cut it, so I had to upgrade, but I kept this. Didn't sell it on eBay because who won it anyways? You know, wouldn't get rich off of it, so I kept it for YouTube stuff, not knowing if I was ever going to use it for stuff like that. Now I got this pouch. I should be able to throw the phone in there and then use it through the clear plastic, because that's what it claims. The camera is not on right now. This is what it looks like. Let's see what happens. The phone comes on. Now it should be video recording. So that's good. That works. Alright. Waterproof phone pouch. Phone see-through phone bag pouch. Now the minute of truth, or the 15 minutes of truth, or whatever. My hands are freezing here. That's really cold here. Is this bag able to withstand the cold, and what will we see down in the water? That's kind of what I'm curious about. Alright, let's throw it over the railing. These things never go the way they're supposed to go, but hey, like, that's part of the adventure, right? Stuff dangling down there. I can't even see it on my screen. Alright, that's probably the stupidest test anyone ever done, but it's down there, it's in there. Yeah, it just disappears into the depth of the water down there. Right, let's try and bring it back up. This is definitely not a scientific test. However, I must say that this bag performed as it was expected. No water got in, so it's actually pretty good. Nonetheless, if you love your phone, don't try this at home. Alright, so for what it's worth, this experiment of mine, it didn't really work out. As for the pouch, I already packed it away. It's good. It held the phone dry. It was good. Like, for even in the extreme cold water, which is probably near freezing right now, it didn't leak at all. It was down in the water for a considerable amount of time, maybe 5 minutes. Now my phone is going to be dead any minute here, so I have to just ask you to give me a thumbs up. Being dumb on YouTube, that takes commitment. You know, commitment. You know, commitment. You know, commitment. You know, commitment. You know.